You see, this is the type of man you gotta watch out for in Black America when it comes to being on social media and when it comes to just social interaction. This is the type of brainwashing they claim you're going through, but they're brainwashed themselves. And remember, months ago, I did a video about divested Negroes always talking as if they got the master plan. Well, this guy here is that example. You're living in another country, and then you have the nerve to say things like this. And I can counteract that for being somebody who don't have a shady past. Brother, I look like I have a shady past, and you know why that is the case. Outside of work, without that patch on my arm, the cops would not give a look at me as if I'm a normal person. But then I get all these nice, oh shit, you got a cool last name. You got a cool last name, blah, 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 this, that, and the fourth. But outside of work, outside that uniform, You think I just think everything is just peachy keen, right? No. Years ago, when I was in my 20s, I pulled over and was on the phone, cell phone, in my old 1992 Buick Skylark. It was an aquamarine color, very easy to stick out at nighttime even. So I'm sitting there, Hispanic cop comes up to me like, yo, what are you doing here? Like, I'm in my car and stuff. And I'm like, nothing. What are you talking about? Can I see your ID? I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, yo, put that gun. He was like, yo, he's like, what are you doing? Like, he drew the gun on me. And stuff. And I'm like, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, here. You asked for my ID. All right. So he sat in there, ran my ID, saw it was nothing on it. He came back to the car with the pissiest attitude. He had nothing on me. Nothing. Told me, get out of here. Just go. Pull off. Right? But no, right? I don't get guns drawn on me. I don't have fear of police. I shouldn't have fear of police. You sitting here telling us everything will be all right if we comply. You saying that in words that you think a lot of us Negroes can't pick up on. You using that rhetoric. If you was truly a black man that cared about black people instead of a black man who couldn't cope with black society, so you ran with your tail tucked between your legs, you would be telling black men, be prepared for how this shit goes down. No matter where you from, until they run that plates on you, until they run your license and your identification, should expect this type of behavior. So you should act accordingly, meaning complying ain't just like, okay, I'm gonna do what you say all the time. No, complying is like, look, here, let's just let this go smooth. Here's my ID. Okay, that's all I'm reaching for. You want my ID? I'm gonna sit here. You tell me what I got pulled over for. How is that being disrespectful? You see, it's people like this that say shit like that. How is asking what am I being pulled over for disrespectful? Shady Past. Only those. No. Shady Past by foot. Okay? There's a lot of people just like me here still living in America that could tell you they have a clear criminal record and they still got drawn on numerous times. How do you think all this shit going on right now is happening? How do you think a 26-year veteran can mistake a gun for a taser? That's because fear. A lot of them use stereotypical fear to judge their movements. And then the rest of society is none the wiser. Yeah, well, you got a point. Well, I do watch a lot of TV and a lot of news, and it does say that they do things like this. But nobody's talking about the cop that got shot in his head by that white man, who he lowered his guard around. Why? Because he looked just like him. And they be the ones setting on you the most. They be the ones talking the most out of pocket to police officers. And police officers still take them in or still let them go without a bullet being fired. Hence the point why that white cop lost his life to that white man. But no, go ahead, keep telling me Shady Past. And that situation with the cop getting shot in the head recently happened in the open carry state, if I'm correct. It happened in the open carry state. So that means those cops should be on their P's and Q's more than anything. And I'm not asking for defunding of the police. I'm asking for you to keep that same fucking energy, all right? For every stop. You don't. And people know that. That's why that cop got killed. This ain't the first white officer got killed by a white man who didn't keep the same energy for every potential threat. You just went by what you saw and you killed somebody who wasn't armed, or you killed somebody when you could have brought them in non-lethally. But you didn't give him that courtesy because of how he looked. And it be that simple. Talking about Shady Past. You see, Negroes like this kill me all the time. You should be teaching or expressing to black people to just be like, you know what? Be mentally prepared for this shit. It's going to happen at some point in your life. And this is, you gotta be prepared for it. And know how to act calmly in this situation. I'm surprised I act calmly with a gun drawn on me. Because the way he was standing to the side, aiming down on the angle, he could have shot me in my abdomen and chest multiple times. And you trying to say because I have faith in me knowing that I don't have a criminal record, that absolves me from any danger. The fuck out of here, bro. The fuck out of here, man. You can kill me with this shit. Anyway, that's all I really have to say in this situation. It's people like this that you really got to watch out for, because they don't have toes on the ground, but they have all the answers. You take that shit to Officer Tatum, the same guy who sympathized with the white officer getting killed, and turn around and still don't blame the guy. Well, that guy was having a bad day. I was looking at him doing like a live commentary on it, and I'm like, bro, are you serious? That guy was having a bad day, and you never know, this cop did this and that and fourth, that he should have done this. But when that shit in Virginia popped up, see that? He in the military uniform, you still giving this black Latino brother the worst perspective because of his skin color. Oh, man. C words, man. And I ain't talking about catch you next Tuesdays. I'm talking about the one that rhymes with soon. Ugh, God. Anyway, y'all. Because I'm a Fury, I'm here. And now I'm out. Peace.